Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Camille. Today is 25th of April 2020 and welcome to video number 120. Today we're going to talk about how to basically make this whole journey of building our family happy. Maybe you watched yesterday's video and maybe you kind of looked at this, watched the video from the House MD that I mentioned, which was in a comment. And if you didn't, by the way, just go and watch it. My video is more or less 11 minutes. The video from House MD is like 10. So just think about it, but it's worth to know what I'm talking about. But basically we talked about how to manage being hero in your home and how our the kind of view on this is kind of completely upside down. And maybe you watched this video yesterday and you said, but I agree with House. It is hard to deal with the family because it's not hard by its own. It's simply boring. And it's hard to find myself wanting to be part of it, especially in the long run. Because you've got to understand, I just wanted to be with someone. I ended up, being with my girl. Then family happened, and this is not exactly what I'm signed up for. And this is what I want to kind of talk about today, because you've got to understand that the world is basically always based on duality. There's always white and black. There's always warm and warm and cold. There's always fat and skinny. You know what I'm saying? And there's like two ways you can approach the thing that Owen Benjamin said, a great comic. He said once, talking about relationship, that there are no more dragons. Meaning that there's no challenges that kind of excites us or something that it's worth fighting. And based on looking at the world from this kind of binary way of functioning, you want to understand that there's a dark and light side of everything. And the same thing happens with your dragon. You can look at that kind of negative side and you try to find how to be a hero. Again, pointing back to the yesterday's video, try to find this thing that will make you a hero, and try to look for something which is high reward, because everyone sees you as a hero then, but it's high risk as well. And I want you to ask yourself how far you want this thing to go to feel like a hero, and how much you want to risk to be the hero. You see, many times we think that, we'll look at things like we see in the movies or like see in the games. But life is not like this. So that's why if you want to have this challenge, then you're gonna get one. And then you might be surprised, because what you'll find is that, do you really want to be hero, saving someone's lives, meaning that someone's lives will be in danger? Do you want almost to lose your child? Almost to be to divorce your wife? Almost to see death? Almost to see... Really? This is the challenge that you're asking for? So that's why I don't want you to be caught in this search of something which is gonna traumatize you and someone else, probably, if you want to be a hero. So leave that aside and try to see that there's a opposite kind of extreme that you can kind of look at. And this is what I want you to kind of point you to see that the other extreme, the other side of the coin of you being a hero, is creativity. Look, you don't want your kids, your wife, your marriage be in danger. You want to look at it and say, okay, how can we expand this whole thing? How can we make this thing much more, maybe not even challenging, but exciting to experience? And then you can kind of see that you can start with the small things. And as I said yesterday, you maybe you want to find a really creative way to make the next birthday gift for your wife and really extraordinary. Challenge yourself with this. And I know that and some of you are struggling with this right now. You don't really know what to do. You freeze. And trust me, because I've been one of those guys. But when I start to see how creative I can be if I want to, it surpasses my expectations, and I started to really create something amazing. And it's all start with very simple things, like, you know, gifts for your wife, like, you know, maybe gift for your anniversary. Maybe you want to do something creative with your kids. You know, maybe you want to combine your passions with theirs. You know, if you are still in quarantine, you can now leave your house, build a fort. If you've got young kids, show them how it's done. And then maybe you want to, I don't know, maybe you like to write books. Ask your kids, let them help you write the book. Maybe, you know, create a board game together. You know, do something, because what you need to understand is, first of all, it's going to push you towards really being creative, kind of challenging yourself. Secondly, it'll teach you how to make this whole thing happen in your family, and how to be this hero, because you can lead them. You can basically help them to use this time that we are together, sitting at home, not knowing what to do besides, you know, playing computer games and watching Netflix. And you can try to use this opportunity to show them that you can lead. And three, you can basically start to build something with them, something that will stay. And this is exactly what I said last time, that it will stay with them for generations. You're gonna stay with your wife. You're gonna stay, you know, with your kids, maybe with their grandkids, because you allow yourself to be someone who they can come, trust, have fun with, and they will always know that you can find a creative way to do something positive. And this is an amazing thing to have, because, you know, you can look and try to find something negative that you have to fight, but is it really something that you're really, you know, looking for? So go towards creativity, build your authority-ish, and lead your wife, your kids, and show them how your creativity can be challenging, how can be this dragon, but not the dragon that you really try to kill, but dragon that you kind of want to train. Because then it will show you how much more fulfillment, how much more joy, and how much more excitement it will bring to your life and life of your family. Because this is what I want you to take from this video. Most of us who are raised in Western-ish kind of societies, we never really saw really dragon. We never saw, like, you know, doom and gloom. We saw prosperity. So that's why don't ask for something that you don't really want, because the moment you find yourself in something like this, you're gonna right away know that you don't want it and this was a mistake. So don't ask, don't ask what, you know, be careful what you wish for. So that's why go towards creativity and try to prove your manhood by being creative, by having great ideas, having something that you can, you know, take the whole family on this journey, or having a great ideas. And this is what I want you to try to do, to befriend and to teach your dragon, to teach him to fly. Think about it and do something about it, because the first moment you will see that it's capable of flying and is able to do it, you'll understand that you're the guy who's basically the most happy guy on the planet. If you liked this video, comment. If you didn't, comment as well, or DM me. I really want to hear what you think about it. And if there's anything you want me to record about, give me a shout. I'll be glad to do it. That being said, see you tomorrow.